Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. In today's video, we are finally going to start digging into some of the move updates here from Season 16 of the Go Battle League. And in this video, we're going to be showcasing Greedent. You all know Greedent very well from prior seasons. It was already a very spammy Pokemon to begin with, but with the fast move of Mudshot, which it got from this season update, it is now going to be much more spammier than usual. So we're going to take a look at Mudshot Greedent here along with Deoxys Defense, which we all know is a very, very big Great League staple, and of course good old Azumarill, which I haven't run in a long time. And with Azumarill, I am running Play Rough and Hydro Pump this time. I usually prefer to run Play Rough and Ice Beam, but again, it does really depend on what you want to cover with your Azumarill. So I just thought I wanted to hit some other Pokemon a little bit harder, so that's why I am running Play Rough and Hydro Pump. Again, this isn't really my team. I borrowed it from one of the other content creators. Don't remember exactly who it was, but this is the team nonetheless, and I did want to give Greedent a try once again because I know how good Greedent can be. You can definitely use it as a safe swap, but of course in this instance I am using it as a lead. And then I have two anti-fighters in the back to protect Greedent from any of the fighting types that might come across. So this is with the team, and of course we are going to be showcasing the Greedent here. And I did happen to go 5-0 in this set. So yeah, this is how you'll want to run the team. That's an ABB basically style of team. And then again, the Greedent is the normal type, which is weak to fighting types, and then you have two Pokemon in the back that can kind of be used interchangeably as a safe swap, depending on who you are facing. So Deoxys Defense being the pure Psychic type, and then Azumarill being Water and Fairy also covers Greedent's weaknesses very well. So I'm going to go ahead and get back into the commentary here for this video. We see the Greedents now going up against an Obstagoon, and this Obstagoon is running Lick. So and then the Obstagoon goes for the Obstruct, which is interesting. But I'm just going to go ahead and fire off this Body Slam here to finish off the Obstagoon. And Body Slam will get the Obstagoon very low, basically 1 HP, 2 HP, and a Dream, and then I'm able to Mudshot it down to take the game. Hopping into the next battle, we have Greedent into Vigoroth. So this isn't the best of leads. I'm going to swap right away into Deoxys Defense here and see what my opponent wants to do. And they do come in with a G-Fisk, so this isn't that great here for me. But that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and tank all this damage here on the Deoxys Defense. I do want to go for a Thunderbolt first, though. I know it's both of these moves. All the charge moves from Deoxys Defense aren't really going to do anything against the G-Fisk, whether it be Thunderbolt, Rock Slide, or Psycho Boost. But the G-Fisk does decide to shield. Maybe this trainer was unfamiliar with the movesets here of Deoxys Defense. But that's okay. In any instance, I'm going to go ahead and tank this move once again. It's just going to be another Rock Slide. And I'm going to now go for the Psycho Boost here up against the G-Fisk. So this first Psycho Boost will be doing some pretty nice chip damage here. But then I accidentally trigger a CMP tie here that I do not win on the next Psycho Boost. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and let this go. And then after I wait my timer for a little bit, I am going to come back in with the Greedent, and I'm going to commit to the Mudshot down here. So timer is up. I'm now going to commit to the Mudshot down here of the Stunfisk, but then they come in with Azumarill. So this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and stay in this matchup here. So that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and start firing off Body Slam after Body Slam here against the Azumarill. So I'm already firing off 2 Body Slams here, and the Azumarill has not even thrown a charge move just yet. So this is really the power of Greedent and how spammy it is. So I'm going to go ahead and no-shield this move. I can tank any one of these moves just fine here from the Azumarill. They do go for the play rough, which is fine. Again, I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple more mud shots here, building up to 2 body slams this time. And then I'm going to now fire off another body slam. So the body slam spam is still very much well here on the Greedent. So here comes another body slam, and this is going to get the Azumarill very low now. And this is great. This is exactly what Greedent is here for. And then we're going to see the Vigoroth come back in, of course. I'm going to bank a move, and then I'm actually going to catch this body slam here onto the Azumarill. So this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and now soak up some more damage here against the Azumarill, against the Vigoroth actually. So I will decide to shield one of these moves from the Vigoroth. So I am going to continue to farm a little bit here. I just do need to watch for the catch from my opponent on the Galarian Stunfisk. And I do hold on to my energy here. I was anticipating the catch. So now the Stunfisk is actually going to fire off a Rock Slide. It's still not enough to KO though. And at this point, I'm just going to bubble down. Have pretty much 100 energy here. So I am going to fire off the Play Rough. And this Play Rough will be drawing the shield from the Vigoroth. So all I need to do at this point is basically make a move as the Azumarill. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I can still definitely tank a Body Slam here, no problem. And this Body Slam will come pretty close to KOing the Azumarill. And then I just need to hit the Play Rough here, which I am able to successfully do. And this is going to be more than enough to take out the Vigoroth. And that's going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent there. Alright, and we're hopping into the next battle. So we have Greedent on the lead versus a Unova Stunfisk. So this is going to be an interesting battle here, the Battle of the Bulk. And I am going to fire off the Body Slam here on the CMP tie to either their Discharge or their Mud Bomb. So the Greedent does happen to win the CMP tie here in this case. And then the Unova Stunfisk is going to be able to fire off their next move here. So they do fire off a Mud Bomb, which either is fine here. I can tank a couple of these, no problem. And then I'm going to trigger the next CMP tie here with the Body Slam once again. And then this is going to, again, get the Stunfisk into the yellow. And they'll do the same for me with their next Mud Bomb. The Greedent will now be in the yellow range as well. So this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more mud shots in here. And now I'm going to go for the crunch and see how much damage this does. This actually comes very close to KOing the Stunfisk. But I do decide to shield here just in case they have something in the back that doesn't really want to see like a Greedent. So they actually swap into Altaria. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to get some chip damage here onto the Altaria and come in now with the Azumarill. So this is a great matchup here for Azumarill. Doesn't really have to worry about any of the moves too much. I can tank multiple Sky attacks just fine because Dragon Breaths are pretty much doing no damage at all. So I'm going to go overfarm here just a little bit, throw a couple more bubbles, and I'm going to go for the Play Rough right away. So this is going to be forcing a shield here from the opponent's Altaria. And then I'm able to reach another Play Rough here after a few more bubbles. And again, they have not thrown a move. So I'm going to just go for the next Play Rough here. This is going to be getting the other shield from the Altaria. And then the Altaria is then finally going to be throwing a move. So again, I can tank this, no problem. But the Altaria ends up going for a Dragon Pulse for whatever reason. I'm not sure what you are doing there, opponent. But I am then going to continue to farm up more. But they end up coming in with a Pelipper. So I'm just going to go ahead and catch this next move here on my Deoxys defense. So this is fine. I can go ahead and soak a couple of these Water Balls, no problem. And then all I need to do here is basically go up to the Thunderbolt. And again, I have no reason to shield. I can tank another Weather Ball here from the Pelipper, no problem. So I can let this go. And then all I need to do is reach a Thunderbolt here after a couple more counters. They were about to hit their next Weather Ball, so just to be playing it safe, I'm going to go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt right here. And of course that one-shots the Pelipper. And then again, they are going to be coming in with the Altaria. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Psycho Boost right here. This is going to be doing quite a lot of good damage here to the Altaria. It's not quite enough to KO though, so I'm just going to go ahead and let them take me out. And at this point, basically the game is over, so I just need to get to one more move here against the Stunfisk. They are pretty low, so all I need to do is just hit the Play Rough here, and this will be more than enough to take out the Stunfisk. So good game, well played to my opponent. And we're hopping into the next battle here. We have Greedent up against a Raichu. Very interesting. So the Raichu is actually running Charm. So my suspicion is that maybe it could be a double Charm or a triple Charm team even. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Body Slam here up against this Raichu, seeing what they want to do. And they do shield, which is very interesting. And then I'm going to throw the next Body Slam here up against the Raichu. So once again, you can see the power of Greedent here. They haven't even hit a move yet, and then I'm already at 2 Body Slams, so they do let the next one go. I am going to shield this move just in case it happens to be something like a Brick Break or Wild Charge, both of which would do very heavy or super effective damage, and they do go for the Brick Break. So I'm going to go ahead and build up to 2 Body Slams here, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw the back-to-back Body Slams here. So if they do decide to shield, that's perfect. And they just let it go. So that's fine. And they come in with a Whimsicott that's also running Charm. Surprise, surprise. So when I saw Charm, I just knew it was going to be a triple Charm team. So I will be playing to that. And then, of course, with Greedent, I'm able to reach another Body Slam here right on time. This is going to be doing some pretty good damage here up against this Whimsicott. So that's perfect. And now I am actually going to come in with my Deoxys defense here. Still doesn't have the greatest, so Azumarill doesn't have the greatest matchup here against Whimsicott, so that's why I didn't bring it into this matchup. And the Whimsicott's going to go ahead and fire off a move. They're going to go for a Grass Knot, which doesn't do too much damage here against the Deoxys. So I'm going to go ahead and build up to the back-to-back Psycho Boost at this point. And then whatever their last Pokemon is, I could probably just use the Azumarill against that. So that's perfect. And of course, as I predicted, it is triple Charm, and they have a Wigglytuff in the back. So all I need to do is basically reach Hydro Pump, and then this is going to be very, very close to KOing the Wigglytuff, and then I think just a couple more bubbles will do the trick. And the Hydro Pump does huge damage against the Wigglytuff, and 3 more bubbles will bubble down the Wigglytuff. So that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Hopping into the next battle, we have Greedent up against another Unova Stunfisk. So same deal here. I'm going to go ahead and play to CMP tie here. And then, of course, as I predicted, I win the CMP tie here against the Stunfisk. So they're then going to go for a move. They actually shield, which is very interesting to me. But that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and tank this move. It's whether it be Mud Bomb or Discharge, still won't do too much here. And then I am going to overfarm here a little bit. I did go 1 over. I thought they were going to be throwing at 5, but they do it 4, so that's fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and go for another Body Slam here of my own, which is again going to get the Stunfisk into the yellow, or actually still the green. Going to grow a couple more here and then go for another Body Slam. And at this point, the Stunfisk is yet at another move. But luckily for me, I did get a shield, so that's actually fine. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one, actually, because I do want to keep my Azumarill away from this thing. So that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple more here. I'm actually going to catch the move onto the Deoxys and see what they have in the back. So I did want to make a move on the Greedent and just draw out something that could be good against either an Azumarill or a Deoxys. So they actually come with a Swallow, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and tank this move here up against the Swallow. It is a Sky Attack, which still does a good chunk of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and throw Thunderbolt right here. I'm not going to debuff myself just yet, but the Thunderbolt will come in and it will force a shield here from the Swallow. So unfortunately for me, I am not able to reach the Psycho Boost with my Deoxys defense. And now I'm going to just come in with the Azumarill here. I can safely tank one of these Sky Attacks, no problem. And this is still going to do some pretty nice damage here against the Azumarill. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to farm a little bit more here. And then I'm actually going to catch the move onto the Greedent. So I was going to try to trigger a CMP sack, but unfortunately my move didn't go off. But that's fine. At this point, all I need to do is just basically bubble down the Swallow here. And they are not able to reach a move, so that's perfect. And they are going to come in with a Dedenne, so that's going to be pretty tricky to deal with here. I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump. This is going to do a big damage here against the Dedenne, almost getting it into the that's getting it deep into the red. I do need to shield up a discharge here. Luckily the bubble did sneak through, so this next bubble should be KOing the Dedenne after the fire after discharge. Actually one more. And all I need to do then is just hit the Hydro Pump here against this Stunfisk. It's a little overkill, but just wanted to guarantee the KO here. But this Hydro Pump is going to be more enough to take out the Stunfisk. So good game, very well played to my opponent. And that is the team. So Greedent with Mudshot, I highly recommend you guys building it for the season. It is so spammy. The Body Slam spam, again, is no joke. So if you have a Greedent that you have lurking around, definitely teach it Mudshot right away. This is a strict upgrade to Body Slam or Bullet Seed and Tackle. Although Tackle can still be used in some situations, but I would still say Mudshot is now the way to go. So let me know what you guys think about this content. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to give a like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell just to be alerted of the next time I'm able to post videos like this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.